Welcome back to Velshi and Rule. Hope you're hungry. We are in day 28 of the partial government shutdown. And that means 800,000 federal workers have gone nearly 1 month without a paycheck. But as the shutdown drags on, stories of resilience, rescue, and kindness continue to emerge. People across this great country stepping up to help those who are struggling to get by.
Go ahead.
I was just so excited I was stealing your jingle.
No, it's all good. As the New York Times describes it, a makeshift national safety net stitched together by private businesses, banks, local governments, organized labor, and charitable institutions is spreading slowly and unevenly across the United States. And one member of that safety net is Morgan McKay, who has been offering unpaid federal workers free wine and pizza at her popular Denver restaurant, Oblio's. Now, when she put out the offer, she only expected a few people to show up, but night after night, dozens have arrived, including, and this is the part I love, a new crop of paying customers who are there not just for the great pizza, but to support a restaurant that is doing the right thing. That's the part of the story I even love more than the fact that Morgan has been offering free pizza to people. Morgan, thank you for joining us. Tell us about how this got started.
Well, it was really just a couple weeks ago. I was at work one night, and a couple of our regular customers we were talking to, and they were furloughed employees, and it got me thinking. And I went home that night and talked to my mom and said, Mom, we have to do something to help. And the first thing that came to mind was, well, we own a restaurant, food. And in our small way, food was what we could do to help. And so we posted on Facebook that night that we would start the next day offering complimentary dinner for furloughed employees and their immediate family so that they could come out and just have a worry-free dinner. Since they may not even have the money to eat out right now, the disposable income to do such, something like that.
So this is an important point because we've been talking about banks and payment arrangements, but one of the points that Stephanie makes all the time is the food you need to eat, the grocery store, the gas station, that's not a place you can make a payment arrangement for. So the idea that there's a meal that could be paid for is remarkable. But again, the part that Morgan stood out to me was that you have extra paying customers coming to support this move.
We do, yes. As more people started hearing about what we were doing, we've had a lot of people come that, say that they've never been to our restaurant before, but they saw us, in one place or another, and that they wanted to come and support. And we've had people offer to help sponsor furloughed employees' meals so that they can help us, with the food cost behind providing meals for all these families. Or they've made donations to the families that we've adopted to help further. And so it's been amazing. We had 2 cowboys come in the other night with cowboy hats on and cowboy attire, and they were from the stock show, since the stock show is going on in Denver right now. And they were staying far out from Oblio's, but they said that they came in, just so they could pay for dinner and support our cause. So it's been a really amazing thing seeing all these people.
That's some really good business and kindness. Tell us, your restaurant has become sort of a meeting place over the last few weeks. These furloughed workers, what have they told you? What's their message?
The furloughed workers? Mm-hmm. It's been all over the board. I think that, there are families that are worried, that are, I think there's a certain level of depression that's starting to affect families because it's this feeling of being stuck with no end in sight and no idea what to do. There's also been many families that, are trying their hardest to every day, focus on the good and see, the people that are supporting and focus on the positive. So it's been all over the board, but it's been amazing, just the stories and seeing the positions that all of these families are in. It's really heartbreaking. I wasn't even aware. When we met the first few families and decided to do this, I had no idea how far it reached and the position that these families were put in.
So we get so many emails and tweets from people who say, how can I help? And one of the things we've been saying is show the support to the businesses, whether it's Oblio's or it's a major bank that is making accommodations to people who are stuck. Because if you show your support, either by going to your restaurant or tweeting about it or telling people about it, it will encourage more and more businesses like yours to do what they can. You obviously have limited means as well. You can't do everything, but through you, people are able to be helpful. Does it help you continue to do this, that others are showing their support for you?
It does, definitely. bringing in, additional paying customers is helping us pay the food costs for these families. Sponsoring the meals has been great. And then also them coming in to support, since we decided that after we provided meals to everyone, we wanted to do even more. So we actually adopted 7 families locally that had reached out to us that were really in a financial bind. That we're going to help them out throughout this whole government shutdown, however long it may last. That they reached out to us, and they're families that live paycheck to paycheck, and that they don't have any money right now to pay bills, to pay rent, to pay. One family has. The wife stays at home with a special needs child, and they've had to cut back on the therapy for their child because they don't have any money to pay for their child's therapy. And so we've had single moms reach out to us that have no support system, that live paycheck to paycheck and don't have disposable income. And so we have taken them. We've taken them under our wing, and we have hosted a couple fundraisers so far with 20% of our sales we're giving back to these families. We're hosting more next week, assuming the shutdown's still going on. And then we set up a Venmo at Oblio's Fund, and we set up a GoFundMe for support 7 furloughed families. And so we've been trying to raise money for these families to replace the income that they're missing, since they're in such a bad financial position. Granted, we know it's only 7 families, but we feel like it's something we can do to help chip in. I mean, even if it's a small effort, that hopefully then other businesses will follow, other people will follow, and we can help more and more people out for however long this may last.
You will be rewarded many-fold for this. You will be rewarded. We will remember the name of your business, and so will all of our viewers forever. And anybody who goes to Denver needs to go and thank you. I want to reach out and hug you and your mom for doing this. Thank you. Thank you. You and people across America are making a difference for those workers who have not done anything to bring this on themselves. Thank you for what you're doing, Morgan.
Anybody watching,
Thank you.
if you live in Colorado, Oblio's tonight,
or any surrounding
this weekend.
state, go to the place. That's amazing.
You know what? It would be good. Colorado lawmakers should go there for dinner.
Absolutely. This is great. Hey, MSNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there, and click on any of the videos here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more MSNBC for free every day with our newsletters. Just visit msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up now.